Hello and welcome to the walkthrough for level 4 for the Tessera game. We just came from level 3 where we found that neat little submarine that came up from figuring out those puzzles with the numbers and the tiles. We are now on the submarine, we boarded it, and now we're going to figure out what we're supposed to do next. So Ada is going to give us a little bit of background, like she always does. She's so helpful. So now we're noodling around. Can't click on that guy. Let's see, I can click there. I can click on this. Okay, and they lit up. And I can click over here, and they lit up. And I think now, let's see, where can I click? Can't click there. I think I can click, yeah, we can click here. And if you click around a little bit more, you can maybe find a hint to where you need to go. But this is a walkthrough, so I'm just going to show you. We talk about Horsley Towers a lot, so we're going to type in Horsley Towers. It's where we kind of started the game and kind of where we're going to finish as well. Cool. Okay, so now there's going to be a pretty long video about the automatons and kind of how they work and kind of a little bit where they came from. This actual screen, and the mechanics of this game are going to be shown to you right now. And this is going to be the second part of the game that you have, this level that you have to figure out. The first part is a puzzle. This part is more of a game that you can play with 1 to 3 people, but it's easier with 3. So you can each take a screen. There is navigation, there's engineering, and then there's hydraulics. So he's going to kind of show you how to do it. So we're diving, so he's going to click on the dive button on his little belly button. And then each of the automatons are going to have to do one of the actions. So you go to the screen for engineering, and it's opening valves. His little cogs are going to whirl because he's a robot. The next one is going to be on the next screen. Can't see it on this one, so you have to move to a different one. This one is going to be the anchor. I didn't click that, it just was the video. So we're hoisting the anchor, his little cogs are whirling. The third one is going to be, let's see, third one is fueling thrusters, so that's going to be that button there. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the end so that we can kind of move on to the puzzle part. I'll explain again how to play this once we get there. So something happens to the automatons and they all end up dying, or they all end up falling apart basically. So we have to put the cogs back in. So here's where the game comes in. Don't forget about that red book at the beginning if you are stuck. So she's going to tell us the total sum must equal the checksum on their parchment. So the checksum means that top number up there, 11, and this one gives you that 5. It comes with that 5. So we're going to go ahead and try to add all of these numbers up to 11. And then there's going to be another component of this game that happens. So 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 is going to be 11. So let's try that first. So this one matters the location and the numbers. So little green dots mean that you have one that is right number and right location, and black means that you have the right number, wrong location. So we're going to go ahead and move things around until we get it right. We've got 2 green dots now, so we have 2 of them in the right location, so I'm just going to go ahead and try switching 1 and 3. And cool, that was right. So now I've got 2 more. Again, to reiterate, the green dot means that you've got it in the right spot and it's the right number. The black dot means that you've got the right number but in the wrong spot. So I've done the second one. I skipped that one, and now this is the third one. The third one is longer. I think you have to have 5 spots for it, and the checksum is bigger. So that one's a little bit harder, but I think you can figure it out. So now that we've got all their cogs back in, we're going to go ahead and try and steer the ship. So here's where the game comes in. You have to make a party like you do with a lot of the other levels, and then we start it. So there's 3 different screens. There's engineering, and there's hydraulics, and there's navigation. And so to do this, one of the people has to click on one of those buttons. We're going to move up because there's just a shark in our way. And then you have to navigate. If you're by yourself, you have to navigate between the 3 screens. If you're playing with other people, you have to communicate which one is coming up next. See, I moved up, but I did hit the shark. So, and I'm about to hit this rock as well. Turns out I'm not great at this game. But, this one means that you're going to move to the next level. And by level, I mean those 3 layers that you can see. We're moving to the next layer because I feel like there's probably a rock coming up, and so there's a shark. So if you hit the stick, that's okay, but if you hit the shark, you will get another point loss. So it's 3 strikes and you die. I'm pretty sure I'm going to die because I am struggling. Like I said, it's kind of hard with one person, but it is doable. So here comes a shark. There's a couple different moves that you can do. You can go up, you can go down, you can go up a level, down a level. You can, oh, and you can shoot a rocket. The rockets hit the sharks, and then the sharks die. I have just avoided the sharks instead of hitting any of them with rockets because I don't think about that because I'm too stressed. So I just moved up a level, but I can't move up any more levels and I can't move up anymore, so I'm just going to stay here until I run into something. Let's see, I think, okay, here's another rock coming up. I'm going to move down a level again. Let's see if I can do it in time. Okay, here we go, here we go. Did it. Okay, now there's some sharks. Let's see, I'm going to try and go down instead, and I have to move between the screens because they have different buttons, and I am going to die, and I died. Okay, so when you die, it just goes back to this, and then you just click it again, and you try again. You can try as many times as you need, but I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the end. So the end is this video detailing S and kind of giving you a little bit more history of S and what S actually means. S is the scientific letter symbol for entropy in the universe. And so kind of gives you a little bit of history of that and how that all works within the game. It's a really cool, detailed video, really fun animation, and that's kind of the end of the level. So once that video plays all the way through, you can go ahead and move to level 5. So we're just going to go ahead and move to level 5. If you have any questions about how the cogs work, you can look at the red book. It gives a really detailed written explanation of how it works. And thank you. That was the walkthrough for level 4.